Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi there. Good morning. It is Thursday, April 11th.
I'm here again.
You are here again. Yes, the second newscast we've anchored in the morning together.
Yeah. Number 2.
Today was a first, and if you missed the early show, cool little story, and Erica just posted about it on Facebook a little while ago.
Yeah, so when I started here 13 years ago, I started as the morning show producer. You were the anchor, so I was in your ear. Now I get to talk to you right next to you.
Yes,
so
you're
full
here.
Circle moment.
It is. It's a very cool day.
Yeah, it's great. I'm soaking it all in.
Yes, you are. Well, let's talk to Justin Horn, who's I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know.
Justin Horn, who is just...
I'm just here.
You're just here with a great forecast.
You're always here, but that's an amazing thing too, Justin.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. Good to see you, Eric.
Hi, Justin.
Hi. Let's talk about the pollen count because we had the numbers drop a little bit today. It's what we wanted to see. Oak is high at 1,450. Molds are moderate at 690. Pecan is low at 80. These numbers are still a little bit elevated, but they are better than yesterday. So it's an improvement. I can tell you this much about oak season. I think we're on the back end of it. You look at the trees, you can kind of see that pollen's coming off and the leaves and all that fun stuff. So I think we're going to continue to see this number come down, or at least that's the hope, over the next week or so. Molds should also continue to come down as things dry out. Speaking of dry air, we got a lot of it today, so we're going to see a big swing in temperatures. We got all the way down to 52 this morning. I was driving into work and I saw multiple people with their windows down, even on the freeway, because the weather was just that nice. But by this afternoon, we'll be up around 83, so we'll have about a 31-degree swing later today. Hey, real quick, today's National Pet Day, so I had to show off my Penny. Happy National Pet Day to Penny, and we'd love for you to send in your pictures to KSAT Connect for Pet Day if you got some cute pets at home. We love to see them. Penny still chews up everything she sees. We're still working on that, but it's okay. All right, RJ, I know you got a four-legged friend at home. What's her name?
We do, yes, Chloe. Yeah.
Chloe.
So shout out to Chloe on National Pet Day. I'm sure she's asleep. That's generally her MO through most of the day. But yeah, you know, Justin, I like always hearing your stories about Penny. You know, you definitely have an interesting relationship with her.
She's rambunctious. There's no doubt about it.
And we'll leave it at that. All right. I-35 at Topper Wine. Still seeing some delays here in our area for our southbound traffic goers here. Have the exit closed off right there at Wurzbach Parkway there at O'Connor Road. So something to just keep in mind. This was not really part of some planned construction earlier this morning, but that is certainly the case right now. Good news is that we had cleared out that big 18-wheeler crash that we had for over 5 hours, causing delays out there in the east side of town at I-10 West at 410. That has been cleared out. So quick look here at our TransGuide traffic cameras. 98 Nogalitos traffic moving pretty good in both directions there. 37 see traffic moving pretty smooth there. Same, and this is actually our shot there. I-10 East at Loop 410. Okay, do want to let you know about a stalled vehicle being reported northbound lanes there. We just saw the camera there. 98 Nogalitos, a little bit further north on the 35 lanes here northbound. We do have a stalled vehicle now causing some pretty good delays for all of our folks that are coming up on 35, a little bit past Burbank High School south of downtown. We still have a stalled vehicle being reported I-10 westbound at Woodstone Drive, not causing too many major delays at the moment for our drivers on the northwest side, and rest of the city kind of just seeing our normal buildup of traffic. And again, that construction there, the northeast expansion, that has picked up back today after a little bit of a reprieve due to some of the weather we saw and of course the eclipse earlier this week. So our folks on the Live Oak Forum area, just keep that in mind. You're going to still have some construction out there. All right, we'll send things back to Mark and Erica.
RJ, thank you.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
U.S. officials are warning Israel of an imminent attack by Iran in the coming days. Iran has vowed to retaliate for an airstrike last week in Syria, which killed 2 of its generals. Israel has not admitted responsibility, but Pentagon officials say Israel was behind the airstrike. President Biden has promised Israel U.S. support if Iran attacks. Meanwhile, negotiations for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas may have hit another snag. Hamas now says it does not have enough hostages in custody to meet the terms of the proposed deal.
At least 3 people were shot and injured in a shooting in Philadelphia Wednesday. Officials say gunshots rang out during an event marking the end of Ramadan. 5 people were arrested in connection to the shooting. After the incident, city officials now say they are working together to calm tensions among Philadelphia's youth. Community members and leaders echo a recurring message saying the violence won't end unless the entire city is involved.
The Biden administration has finalized a rule requiring people who sell firearms online and at gun shows to conduct a background check on potential buyers. By increasing the requirements needed to obtain a federal firearms license, the White House hopes to better regulate the market. The finalized rule will go into effect in 30 days.
An arrest warrant has been issued for the NFL star Rashee Rice, who's charged in a chain reaction crash in Dallas. The star receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs faces multiple charges, including 6 counts of collision with bodily injury, 1 count of collision with serious bodily injury, and 1 count of aggravated assault, a charge punishable by up to 20 years in prison. Police say they also found marijuana in both cars, a playbook for the Chiefs, a diamond necklace, and a check for $16,000.
This morning, parts of the South look like a war zone after a deadly storm system hit the Gulf Coast. A tornado slammed into Slidell, Louisiana, near New Orleans, leaving a trail of destruction. And in New Orleans, a month's worth of rain fell in just 7 hours. Today, the storms are moving into Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. No major injuries have been reported, but at least 1 death was confirmed in Mississippi.
The National Transportation Safety Board is ramping up its investigation into Boeing. Late yesterday, Boeing gave federal investigators documents that may show instances where a door plug was removed from a 737 MAX as it was being assembled. The new documents may shed light on why Boeing employees did not document that key moment on the assembly line or explain why a door plug flew out during an Alaska Airlines flight in January.
The rideshare service Uber now has more safety options. It's added 4 new safety features to their app. There's a PIN verification, giving riders the option to get a 4-digit code to make sure they're getting in the correct car. There's the ride check feature that lets you know if the driver goes off course, stops unexpectedly, or ends a trip early. An audio recording feature in the app that can record your trip and secure the encrypted audio on your phone. Riders can also share their trip with a friend or family member for an added layer of protection.
Stubborn inflation is putting a damper on hopes for interest rate cuts from the Federal Reserve. The overall consumer price index shows inflation running at 3.5% last month. The Fed's target for inflation is around 2%. That has some experts thinking it may be July or later before the Fed trims rates.
Shiner Brewery owner and San Antonio philanthropist Carlos Alvarez has died at the age of 73. Alvarez was a native of Mexico who moved his family to San Antonio. Since then, he and his family have given back to the community with several generous contributions. UTSA renamed its business school after Alvarez's $20 million donation to the university. And that is today's 9 at 9. In your morning headlines, remember when 5 passengers set sail on the SS Minnow for a 3-hour tour and ended up stranded on a remote island?
Oops.
Well, we have a real-life episode, and a man's wife is his hero.
And millions of internet users could find their bills going up, and those Lunchables some kids love may not be so good for them. I just packed one for my kid this morning for lunch, so David Sears is here. What did I do wrong?
You better listen to this story. I'll tell you in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Looks like a scene right out of Gilligan's Island or Castaway. The word help scrawled across a beach of a tiny remote island in the Pacific. Picture taken by the crew of a U.S. Navy jet who spotted the sign. There were 3 Micronesians stranded on the island for a week. They were eventually rescued by the Coast Guard. The Guard said the 3 men planned to fish around the island, but their skiff got caught in a swell and the motor was damaged. They ended up on the shore in an inlet, had a radio, but no power. The Coast Guard said they lived off coconuts and got water from a small well. Apparently other fishermen from the region visit that island as well. All right, this is a huge tree ripped right out of the ground by that storm that passed through Shreveport, Louisiana. Early this morning, late last night, it crashed right through a house, and as a result, 2 broken legs for Saran Roddy. And now the hero of the night, that's Saran's wife, who was able to get him out from under that huge tree. Here's how she did it.
I had to crawl up under there and lift up with my back to lift some of it up to get it off of him. And I pulled him from underneath there, and I let him out first before I came out.
It could have killed me, but she saved my life by the grace of God.
Unbelievable strength. That's the strength of that kind of situation. Broken legs, but loving hearts. A moment that they're never going to forget. All right, so like the price of everything is going up to these days. Take internet bills for the 23 million Americans who get help from the government to pay their bill. That subsidy money is about to run out, and that means those folks could be paying anywhere from $16 to $40 more a month. However, Congress is trying to do something about it. There is a push in Washington to keep the program funded. There is a bill that is picking up more sponsors to give the program another $7 billion. The bill is bipartisan, but like just about everything in Washington these days, getting it passed, not going to be easy. One problem, understanding all the fees.
A lot of times there's hidden fees, things like data caps or throttling, or you have to pay more for data.
The FCC now has a new label right there. It looks like one of those things you find on groceries. It breaks down fees and services. All right, Erica, here you go. If your child is munching on Lunchables at school, a consumer watchdog group says, watch out because they should be munching on something else. They say there is too much sodium in the snacks, and they want schools to get those Munchables out of cafeterias. According to Consumer Reports, there is more sodium in the kits that are available in schools, though, than you can buy in the stores, so you may be okay there. They also say the kits are harmful, have some harmful chemicals in them. Kraft Heinz says they are working on improving the nutritional profile of the Lunchables. They're adding things like fruit, and they're trying to lower the sodium amount in their crackers. So
I've already seen some come in with the fruit because Liana loves them, so we buy them often, and they're a great snack and a quick lunch when I have to come in for work with Mark Austin.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
a lot of parents love those things because they open them up, and here you go.
There you go. Yep,
watch
exactly.
the sodium intake.
Several of us have had those for lunch as adults as well.
Yes, yeah. I don't know why they're just for kids.
I know. Well, we've got them in the break room here at KSAT. David, thank you. 9:09, 62 degrees. Still ahead on GMSA at 9.
After the break, how a local nonprofit is guiding grandparents through difficult times as they raise their grandchildren.
Welcome back, 9:13. For grandparents raising grandchildren, there are many challenges that can contribute to their mental health outcomes. That's why one local nonprofit is providing support and education for families.
Tiffany Huertas shares how this organization is guiding grandparents through difficult times.
Spoke to us. They didn't make us feel guilty or ashamed. They still don't.
Rosalina de la Fuente has leaned on this group, Texas Grandparents Raising Grandchildren, for several years.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, I got my granddaughter at 3 months. And it was an awakening because it changed me, my life, but for the better.
She has received different resources and continues to learn at the 4th Annual Healthy Grandfamilies Conference.
There's a lot of us out here that are raising their grandchildren.
The event took place Wednesday morning at the Northside Activity Center.
We're having estate planning, we're having mental health education, so anything that would help empower them.
Mercedes Bristol, the executive director of Texas Grandparents Raising Grandchildren, says there are about 2,000 grandparents from across Texas involved in this group.
There seems to be an increase, especially since the opioid crisis. There was an increase there. The pandemic also increased our numbers.
The nonprofit offers support groups year-round, a great place to connect with other grandparents who are raising their grandchildren.
We want them to have hope that they're not alone.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
All right, time for a look at weather, and I'm way over
This guy.
here. I should move over here. Just kind of be.
Come on over, Mark.
Yeah,
There you go.
This is
I'm
fantastic.
gonna get more emails.
About what?
are you?
Oh, how tall? Yes.
Wait. I'm on a box, so
It's even worse.
even worse.
We had a group in from Providence yesterday, and as they were leaving, one of them said, "You're pretty tall." Yeah.
I get that every
It's
now and then.
inevitable, right?
It's just
inevitable.
part of it.
So you have a button that just says, what, 6'4"?
I'm 6'4".
6'4".
Yes, I play basketball, and yes, I'm tall.
Okay.
Just answer all the questions.
Got that out of the way.
Hey, I want to show you a picture. It is National Pet Day. I showed you Penny off the top, but this is Tank, aptly named. He's 75 pounds.
Oh.
75 pounds.
He is a tank.
10 months
happy.
old, and he loves treats, I'll say.
Yep.
Those puppuccinos are pretty popular.
They're a hit.
Yeah, they are. Great picture. That's out of Cibolo. We're going to show some more pictures throughout the day for National Pet Day. We appreciate you sending those in. We do need to talk about reservoir levels now. Medina's at 2.8. Still in bad shape, but we've been focusing on Canyon Lake. It's at 59%. This has been a pretty good barometer for us because generally Canyon's a pretty steady level lake, but not this year, not over the last several years because of the drought. So we're down 22 feet. 6 months ago it was at 64.5, and 1 year ago it was at 76.3. So it's still dropping, slowly, but still dropping. We know that most of our reservoirs are in a lot of trouble, at least as it stands right now. Let's talk about the rivers. The Nueces River out near Uvalde, or just to the west of Uvalde, is at zero flow. When its median flow is about 21 cubic feet per second. So that's not good. And you get up to the Frio River, it's only at 9 cubic feet per second. So there's a little bit of flow there, but not much. You see the median flow is 72 cubic feet per second. So we need some more rain. And Medina, same story, out near Castroville, no flow there. You go up towards Guadalupe, we've got 12 cubic feet per second. So there's a little bit of water in there, a little bit of flow. It's just very, very slow. And it's honestly not a great number. You get over to the Comal and New Braunfels, obviously a little bit better. It's on the other side of the dam, 146 cubic feet per second, but this is still well below average or median flow as well. So all of this to say, we could use some rain. The rain we got over the last couple of days has been good, but still not enough. And there is not a lot in the immediate forecast. Now you look far down the line, maybe it gets a little more active, but over the next 7 days, I'm not looking for a whole lot. Sunny skies right now, and temperatures at 64 at the airport, New Braunfels and Seguin. We're at 63 in Bernie's, 55 in Kerrville. And that's after starting off in the low 50s this morning. We'll get a northwesterly wind today, but it won't be as strong as yesterday, so less wind. And it'll turn into a pretty nice afternoon. 80 degrees at 1 o'clock, 81 at 2 p.m. We top out at 83 later today. Winds will turn more easterly this afternoon, 5 to 10 miles per hour, then down into the 70s and eventually 60s tonight. We'll have one more really nice morning before those mornings start to become a little more humid and warm. A lot of unsettled weather across the eastern half of the country. A lot of flooding yesterday around parts of Florida, and they're still getting it. Tornado watch box for much of Florida this morning, and a lot of rain for the eastern half of the country. Western half of the country, not so much. It's quiet, but we are going to watch a storm system that'll move down the west coast. This is the one that will bring us a very small rain chance as we get into early next week. As it moves further east, it will help to bring a front at least close to us. Now, I think on Monday there will be quite a bit of severe weather to our north, but it is all going to be well north of San Antonio, so Oklahoma City, Wichita, down to Dallas. But as we get into Tuesday morning, some of those storms could build just far enough south to where we could get a little bit of rain on Tuesday, but I'm not too hopeful for anything significant. And by Tuesday afternoon, this is already scooting east and away from us. So as you look at the dew point trend, it does get more humid. We'll see dew points rising back into the 60s by the weekend, and it will be more sticky. So the extended forecast, lots of 80s here. There is that small rain chance on Tuesday. And yes, warmer mornings, near 70 by Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning.
Yay.
It is that time of year.
Yes, and at least it's going to be a nice weekend for the most part.
Yeah, the weekend should be nice, other than we may see a little bit of fog both Saturday and Sunday morning.
All right. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you,
Your time now is 9:19.
And 64 degrees, and an area around Wurzbach Road is being considered for a Cultural Heritage District designation. Up next, what that really means and how you can be a part of the history of that area. It's also known as Silk Road. The city of San Antonio wants to celebrate what makes a busy corridor stand out. That's Wurzbach, just east of I-10, leading up to the medical center.
Businesses from I-10 to Fredericksburg represent countries from the Middle East, North Africa, and Asia. Patty Santos looks at what could become the Silk Road Cultural Heritage District.
It's a 1 mile stretch exploding with culture.
Definitely diverse. It's busy. Down Wurzbach, as we mentioned, there are so many restaurants and stores from other countries or that represent foods from other countries, so very diverse.
This stretch of Wurzbach Road between I-10 and Fredericksburg is where Vietnamese, Indian, and Lebanese businesses thrive.
It's a melting pot.
Many of the kids who live in this neighborhood attend Colony's North Elementary School. The campus is a miniature representation of what's happening in the community.
We have between 20 and 30 languages spoken. Most of our emergent bilingual kids are from Afghanistan, so they speak Pashto. After that, I would say we have a group that's growing more and more from the Congo, so they speak Swahili.
That's why Principal Norma Farrell agrees with the idea to create a cultural heritage district known as Silk Road. What started as a proposal by Councilman Manny Pelaez in 2022 is being considered by the Office of Historic Preservation. The first of several community meetings happens Thursday.
And hopefully they'll say, oh yes, this is my new home, this is where I belong, and San Antonio is validating that.
Margaret Constantino with the Center for Refugee Services says the neighborhood has become more diverse in the last decade. She says the designation can create pride for young migrants.
To validate that their cultures are indeed important to us.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
So what do you think about the Silk Road proposal? The city wants to hear from you tonight at its first community meeting that starts at 5 o'clock at the Bob Ross Center on Babcock Road.
Tonight on the Night Beat, you'll meet a woman who has battled diabetes and cancer. She wants you to hear her story. We had the pleasure of meeting Virginia Cortez. In the last 8 years, she found out she had diabetes and cancer. She is a warrior and has learned things about her health that can help you. For one, did you know that people with diabetes have a better chance of getting cancer?
Had I not had diabetes, could I have prevented the cancer? I don't know.
Tonight on the Night Beat, you'll hear from Virginia and a specialist who tells us how we can stay healthy.
In case you missed it yesterday, today we'll be showing you a new KSAT Explains. When you hear words like deductible, copay, premium, you're not alone if you feel like cringing. Health insurance isn't easy to decipher, but we all have to do it.
Sometimes not just the consumer is a bit confused.
In a new KSAT Explains, we're giving you a video breakdown of all the terms that get thrown at you when it comes to health insurance, what they mean, and the different types of plans that are offered. That's still ahead in the news at 9.
Welcome back. Just about 9:30. We all need it, but it's safe to say a lot of us don't understand it. Me too. Health insurance is full of confusing terms and also conditions.
At the end of the day, it all depends on what's in your individual plan. But in this KSAT Explains, we're defining some of the most common insurance terms, so at least you're covered there.
Deductible, copay, HMO, PPO, it's a lot.
Understanding coverage, it's something else.
This is Anel Trevino.
I'm the Navigator Program Director
for the Health Collaborative.
The Bexar County Health Collaborative is a nonprofit focused on helping people meet critical needs. Everything from housing to health insurance and more.
Sometimes not just the consumer is a bit confused.
Anel has even seen healthcare providers get it wrong.
The first insurance term we're defining, premium. It's how much you have to pay for insurance coverage. It's not a payment for any doctor's visits, procedures, or medications.
The premium is what they pay for the actual plan. The copay is what they're paying for the service or the medications.
A copay is a fixed amount your insurance plan says you must pay for a service your plan covers. It's not the total cost, it's just your portion. Your insurance pays the rest.
Well, now wait a minute. Didn't we just say that a copay divides up the cost between you and your insurance provider? Yes, we did. But copay is different. It's a fixed fee attached to usually routine services that your insurance company expects you to need. And typically, your copay does not count towards your deductible.
So, if you have a deductible of $1,000 and you pay a $20 copay to go see your doctor for a case of the flu, you'll still need to pay $1,000 to meet that deductible. Some expenses will likely count toward your deductible. It might be like x-rays for a sprained ankle, for example. Those things that aren't routine.
Some coverage plans have what's called coinsurance. It's kind of like a copay, but instead of being a fixed amount for services, it's a percentage of the total cost.
Every time you see a primary care physician, you're probably going to pay, let's say, $20. That's a set amount. But for imaging, for labs, for other types of care, you're going to see a co-insurance, and that's usually a percentage of the total cost.
You'll also hear the term out of pocket when it comes to insurance. That's anything you have to pay out of your own pocket. Copay and deductibles to out-of-pocket expenses.
There's also something called an out-of-pocket maximum. It's the most you will have to pay of your own money, usually per year, for medical expenses before your insurance plan then covers the full cost.
So once they hit the maximum out of pocket, then they're done paying so long as they pay their monthly premium.
Your monthly premium does not count toward your out-of-pocket max. In fact, what does count usually all depends on your plan. Sometimes your copay is included in the max, sometimes it's not. Sometimes your deductible might be the same as the out-of-pocket max, but sometimes it's not.
Usually what can go into a maximum is going to be your medications, your visits to primary care physicians, to specialists, emergency visits.
Now let's talk insurance plan types. First up, a PPO. That stands for Preferred Provider Organization. Choosing this kind of plan means you don't need a referral from your primary care doctor to see a specialist. You'll usually pay less if you see a doctor who's in network and more if you see a physician who's out of network.
A provider who's in network is someone who your insurance company is contracted to work with. If they're out of network, they don't have that contract.
Another type of insurance plan is an HMO, or a health maintenance organization. If you have this kind of plan, only services from in-network providers are covered except in an emergency. Plus this.
Before you go see a specialist, you're going to need to visit with your primary, and you're going to need a referral.
All right, covering a lot of ground. We hope this helps explain and comes in handy when you need it. You can always save the link. Scan this QR code, bottom center of your screen, to find the full version of this story on KSAT.com. You can also check out our other explained stories on the KSAT YouTube page.
Taking a look now at live cam. It is a beautiful, clear morning out there, Mark. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
You're right, and 66 degrees. But Justin says we're due for a pretty rapid warm-up later today.
Yeah, it's going to get into the 80s this afternoon, so we're going to see some warmer temperatures going forward. We'll have one more nice morning, I think, tomorrow, where temperatures fall. But beyond that, humidity is back. We've got another picture to show you for National Pet Day. This is Mandy May, and I feel like she's kind of looking at us like, what are you looking at? Huh? What you looking at? No, very cute, Mandy May. And she is ready to stroll outside looking very nice with the scarf there. Thank you. We'll continue to show more pictures throughout the morning, throughout the day. There's a look at the time lapse. Yeah, clear skies all morning long. That's one of the reasons we saw temperatures get as cold as they were last night, because we had the clear skies and the dry air. It's a good combination for us. And as we look at high temperatures for this afternoon, we should be up around 83 here in San Antonio. Some places will be pushing 90, though, as you get down towards Pearsall and Carrizo Springs. 70s for the Hill Country, 77 for high in Kerrville today. Let's look way ahead. What about rain chances? Well, right now we've got a 20% chance on Tuesday. A small chance, I think, Tuesday morning. But as we get into Thursday and maybe Friday of next week, look, that's a ways off. Things could change, but it does show some rain chances. So with Fiesta starting next Thursday, we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. We'll keep you updated as we get closer, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Justin. And right now, I don't know if we're going to see this on TransGuide right now. There's a great shot of downtown. We've got a big incident right now that's got 4 lanes, including a shoulder block, 281 south at Thousand Oaks. So we just want to let you know that happened near the top of the hour, and it's affecting some of the lanes out there. Again, southbound 281 at Thousand Oaks. We'll keep you posted.
The Spurs are winding down a long season.
Thank you for adding the extra long, because it has been a long one. They wrapped up their road schedule last night up in OKC. David is along with RJ and back with more on our Spurs chat.
We might need a KSAT Explains to figure this out. This has been a long season.
Yeah,
so.
Honestly, what can you say about last night? I thought this was interesting. So, ESPN does this win probability thing. With 6 minutes left in the game, Oklahoma City was up by 41 points, and the win probability was 99%.
Oh, wow.
You think?
Went out on a limb there, didn't they?
Yeah, way out of
ESPN.
on the shortest limb ever in history. Look, no Wemby, no Keldon, no Sohan, no Vassell. Who else didn't play? It was more of who's there, who's not there.
Yeah, something tells me the last two games are going to look like the G League team. I mean, we're going to get, what is it? CD Sissoko scored 14 last night.
Yep.
He got called up to the big leagues.
Okay.
So he got to play some. And then, Branham.
Raquan Gray.
Yeah. So, yeah, he had 13. And then Zach Collins actually led the Spurs with 20.
Yeah.
So there he had 27 rebounds and 2 block shots. Not quite Wemby numbers, but, not bad.
No.
And then, Mikael Branham had 7. So, I mean, like I said, this could be the G League team before it's all over.
David, it reminds me back when the Spurs were competing for titles and they used to just sit guys at the end of the year because they wanted them to get ready for the playoffs. You coined the phrase Boban and the boys. Remember when Boban went up to a trip at Dallas and they just had a bunch of G League guys playing with Boban Marjanovic? This was a Boban and the boys game on the opposite end.
On the opposite end, yeah. So, and I don't know why they're sitting there, guys. It's not like they're resting for the playoffs. So, well, I know a couple of guys do have some, like if you saw Keldon roll his ankle the other night, you can understand why he's not playing. And I don't, even after the game, who was it? Collins said that he thought Wemby was going to play, thought Wemby wanted to play, but apparently Wemby had a sore ankle that Wemby didn't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, my ankle hurts. Oh,
we'll
okay.
see how long that ankle injury lingers on towards the end of the season. Because, David, 2 games left.
2.
Yes.
Thank goodness. But if you're like an NBA aficionado and you're looking for the playoffs, you're looking forward to that. I mean, last night you saw an Oklahoma City team that could be challenging for the Western Conference title. Very, very well. I mean, we've said this before. They're kind of the template for what the Spurs are trying to do because for several years they were down at the bottom, but they built their team through the draft, a couple of free agents, and look at them now. They're one of the top teams in the West. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And that would be a former Spurs front office guy, Sam Presti, who's now been at Oklahoma City for a long time, sort of rebuilding after they went through their own sort of big 3 when they lost Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and James Harden. You remember that? They had to do a full-on rebuild as well. But, Oklahoma City, one of the better teams in the Western Conference right now. But, David, question. Do you think we'll see Wemby again?
Probably not.
Okay.
I think his ankle's going to be sore for the rest of the week.
Man, I was giving them so much praise
for
him playing yesterday.
You flip-flopped. You went from one side to the other, now they're back. But he did get up to
70 games.
He got
up to 70 games.
70 games?
Yeah.
No, okay, so you missed some in there.
Yeah,
he's going to miss the last 3 games. That's it.
Yeah.
So, he played a lot. He learned a lot. So my question is, will they make them sit and watch the playoffs? Like, this is where you want to be? Or will these guys just go on vacation and not think about it?
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's something Pop would make them do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, watch and see what could be.
We keep on talking. Well, maybe they got a chance to check out Fiesta next week. And the rest of our awesome Fiesta.
If I see some Spurs hanging out at Fiesta.
From
the chicken on a stick in hand.
Chicken on a stick, exactly.
We've gone from Spurs critics to event planners for the silver and black.
Walker hanging out in the stands as a KSAT insider at the Flambeau Parade. Hey, can I get you anything, Keldon?
Oh, my gosh, that's hilarious.
It was interesting, guys. So ESPN reporter Brian Windhorst the other day, he was on Sirius XM radio, said that he does not think the Spurs are going to make any big free agent move in the offseason, or they're going to bring in anyone else that's sort of a big star, if you will, or a big trade. So we will see how that moves ahead. Arms open. I don't know.
And the other thing to look forward to, May 12th, mark your calendars. That is draft lottery day. The Spurs are tied with Charlotte for that 3rd spot. And we were talking about this. I believe they flip a coin to see who ends up in the bottom. We can say in the bottom 3 because Steph's not here, so we can get away with that today. In the bottom 3, if the Spurs win that coin toss with Charlotte, they end up at the bottom 3. If not, then I guess they could end up anywhere 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there.
We'll see.
So we'll see what happens on
All
May
right,
12th.
guys.
So that's our next shot. Unless, of course, they want to. Hey, guys, get on the internet. Go to KSAT.com. Go sign up as a KSAT insider, and you can join us at the Battle of Flowers Parade or the Flambeau Parade.
All that.
I will bring you a chicken on a stick if you show up.
Very
any
generous of you.
Any of you. I'll bring it to you.
Spurs go.
David, RJ, thank you very much. Coming out of a sports chat, we've got some breaking news we want to let you know about.
Yeah, so we're finding out right now, it looks like O.J. Simpson has passed away at the age of 76 from a battle of cancer. I'm looking right now on the TMZ website. There is a post from, I'm assuming his children on X confirming his death.
Now, the former NFL great who stood trial for the double murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman back in the 90s, only to be acquitted, passed away Wednesday in Las Vegas. This again, according to his family, O.J. Simpson, dead at 76 years old. More in our later newscast. Right now, it's 9:42, 66 degrees.
We're getting you ready for the San Antonio Book Festival this weekend. After the break, we'll meet a best-selling author who's showcasing the final book of his popular fantasy series.
Nearly 100 authors will be at the San Antonio Book Festival this weekend, including New York Times #1 best-selling fantasy series author Kazu Kibuishi.
He is showcasing his 9th and final book of the Amulet series. Kibuishi started drawing when he was 5 years old and has now been writing and illustrating for over 20 years. The inspiration for his Amulet series comes from reading the Japanese manga series Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wild and graphic novel Bone. He says growing up in the 90s and being inspired by movies from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas also gave him some creative direction. Amulet is a graphic novel series that follows two kids, Emily and Naveen, who have to rescue their mom after she is taken by a creature and pulled into a fantasy world called Aledia. Both Emily and Naveen not only saved their mom, but others around them. While the series started in 2008, its creator hopes it can still be enjoyed by all readers.
I always anticipated that a new generation of readers showing up nearly every year. I'm used to it. I've seen kids just learn to read on these books, and that's my job. So I'm the guy at the door to the library or to the bookstore or to books in general, and I'm just showing people that behind every book or behind potentially many books, there's a really great story, and then hopefully they can understand it and enjoy it like everyone else.
This will be his first time attending the San Antonio Book Festival.
Now, we can tell you'll be speaking around 2 p.m. on Saturday at the UTSA Southwest Campus. The family-friendly event is from 9 to 5. For more information, you can visit our KSAT community page at ksat.com. Have you seen Zoo Cam before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And there's the flamingos at the zoo, and it's a great day to go visit the zoo. The weather doesn't get any better than today for that.
100% agree.
It's perfect. It's perfect. There'll be big crowds out there today. And the flamingos, they're all kind of crowding in the corner over there. Enjoying the water, I suppose, as temperatures warm up. Hey, we got another pet picture headed your way.
Yay, I love these.
This is Ramelia, I believe is how you say it. They said, we love our Ramelia. And I can't remember what kind of cat that is. I know there's a name, but anyway, good looking cat.
I believe it's the cat that Austin Powers,
Austin
Dr.
Powers.
Evil had.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth and Austin Powers.
Very pretty, though. And
nice cat, Scott.
Nicely done. And by the way, we got a variety of pets coming in. I saw a rabbit on there, dogs, obviously, cats. So we love seeing all of it. Keep them coming. And if you want to check them out, you can go to our website and you can see the KSAT Connect pictures and check out everyone's pet on National Pet Day. We're down to 52 this morning. That's what we got down to. It was a great morning. 50 down at Stinson, 52 over at Randolph. It was in the 40s this morning in Kerrville. That is jacket weather. I mean, for a few hours. But by this afternoon, everybody will be in the 70s and 80s. There's a look at the lows around the area. Even Uvalde got down to 49 this morning. Spectacular. Let's go outside for you. 64 now. We've warmed up quite a bit. Northwesterly winds at 8 miles per hour. Dew points are holding steady right now in the mid-40s. That air is dry for the most part, and this is where we end up this afternoon. 83 here in San Antonio, 78 Bernie, 82 Bandera, 83 in Hondo, 86 in Pearsall, 82 the high. And Floresville today with sunny skies for everybody. Let's take a look at the forecast down the line here, and this is what we're watching. Area of low pressure that develops out over parts of California. This is going to be the next weather maker. Now, I will tell you, it's going to stay pretty far north of us, but as it moves towards the middle part of the country, I think there's going to be quite an outbreak of severe weather. And this is Monday. We're talking about Monday from North Texas up into parts of Oklahoma and Kansas. It's just that the energy is so far north. I don't think we see much here. The computer models show maybe a couple of showers and storms tail end, making their way towards San Antonio Tuesday morning. But at that point, we'd probably just be looking at a few showers. So we're going to put in a small chance on Tuesday, but don't get your hopes up for any sort of significant rain. That will all stay to the north. And this frontal boundary, by the way, may briefly push through, but we're not going to feel much effect from it. So by Tuesday afternoon, any sort of energy is probably pushing out to the east. So what about our rain chances? Well, we don't have any over the weekend. It will be more humid and we'll get more clouds, but that doesn't give us any rain. Tuesday, we added in that 20% chance. Wednesday, maybe a very small chance. And then Thursday, we bring the rain chances up just a little bit, which I know is the start of Fiesta. It's still a week away. These forecasts tend to change a little bit, so don't get too worried just yet. But we're going to keep you posted on the Fiesta forecast, and we're also going to be having that forecast online for you. We'll update it daily to get you ready for Fiesta as we get a little bit closer. Okay, extended forecast. 80s over the weekend. We mentioned more clouds, maybe some fog on Sunday morning, and that small chance of rain Tuesday. But in general, a warming trend, and humidity also increases. So enjoy these mornings while they last.
I'm going to soak it all in.
Soak it in.
Soak it all in.
Roll the windows down. We got maybe tomorrow, and then after that, the mornings get a lot more humid.
Thanks, Justin.
Yeah.
Time now 9:51, 68 degrees.
We'll be right back. If you like to ride in a Fiesta parade, get your phone handy and scan the QR code on the screen. Then tell us what you love about the Battle of Flowers parade to enter for a chance to ride on a float and show us your shoes. The Battle of Flowers parade is Friday, April 26th.
And if you register to become a KSAT Insider, you can access our KSAT Fiesta party. So scan the QR code. From there, you can buy tickets for our Insider Fiesta parties at the day and night parades. You can find all this information right now at KSAT.com.
Taking one final look at TransGuide, it looks like everything from this morning that we were dealing with has kind of cleared up. The roadways are running, it looks like for right now, smoothly. I know that you had mentioned there was an accident a little earlier on 281.
Yes, and it is still on 281. I believe it's Thousand Oaks area. It looks like it's backing up past Wurzbach Parkway, coming into the 410 area from the north side, far north side.
All right, we're starting to warm into the 70s now. We'll be up into the 80s this afternoon. Sunny skies, really quiet weather next couple days. The weekend, though, does feature a bit more cloud cover, more humidity, and we have a very small rain chance Tuesday of next week. And I know everyone's asking about Fiesta. Not quite there yet. I think we're going to have some rain chances leading up to it, but we'll have to get a little bit closer before we can say with great certainty that when we'll see rain. It's always possible during Fiesta time.
All right, and probably humidity too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So that one accident cleared up southbound 281 at Thousand Oaks, and now we've got another one near the Corey Market, I think.
So right down the road.
Southbound 281. Oh, this is inside 1604. Yeah, it's a different accident. Just inside 1604, coming southbound on 281.